Salt is not a medicine. It's a natural, it's a food. And you shouldn't be hesitant about a risk, or, if you feel that, if you suffer from high blood pressure, I would recommend against it. But again, even the quantities you might be consuming are not very high. You might want to try it, but again, it's up to you. Salt has been, some of you have been hearing about using salt by diluting salt in hot water and gargling it. The problem with this is that it's not effective, because the concentration of salt in the hot water is not high enough to attack the bacteria effectively, and therefore the effect will not be lasting. Also, in order to do it with water, you need to get a cup, you need to get hot warm water, you need to shake it, you need to dissolve the salt, you need to gargle it, you need to spit it out. It's becoming much more complex process. It's not as easy as just using the salt by itself. Nothing to spit out, nothing to worry about, no ceremony. Just do it, anywhere. In your car, in your workplace, whenever you feel that you need it. And again, the idea is to use it as soon as you feel the first signs. If you use it in the first signs, you might get rid of your sore throat in a matter of a few hours. If you're missing the first day and you right into the second day, then it might take you another day, sometimes two. But according to my experience, my sore throat these days do not last more than 1 day, period. And if you use it, as I suggest, based on the experience of all my friends, I'm talking about at least 100 individuals that each tried it for several years now, and they all had 100% success with it. So, how does salt work? Salt actually, it does not kill anything. It's not poison. What it also does, salt kills bacteria by absorbing water. Okay, salt is absorbing water, and once it's coming in touch with the bacteria, it actually attacks the bacteria by absorbing the water from the bacteria and basically destroying the wall cell of the bacteria. And because it's not medicine, if you have a serious sore throat, you can put more of it, or you can put more often of it. So you can never overdose on it or take too much. I would suggest that if the sore throat is really serious, you can do it as often as 30 minutes or an hour. If it's not as serious, you can do it every 3 hours. The other thing that is very, very important is sore throat is developed usually at nighttime the most. Why at nighttime? Because the bacteria there sits uninterrupted, and therefore you don't eat, you don't drink, you don't disturb the bacteria from incubating and multiplying, and basically you have perfect environment, the warmth, the moisture, the bacteria just sits there uninterrupted and just build up and take over your throat. And poor you're waking up in the morning, and now you're suffering. So the most important thing is when you take this salt, when you use the salt, use it at bedtime before you go to sleep. Shake even a little bit extra amount, so it won't be. So you have a little bit extra there sitting there as the night goes through. Again, do not swallow it. Just let it dissolve as much as you can, and hold yourself from swallowing it. Now, I suggest you keep one of those near your bed. So most of us, when we are sick or developing sore throat, we kind of waking up in the middle of the night feeling discomfort. Try to remember that you have the salt near your bed, and as soon as you wake up in the middle of the night, just shake a little bit more. If you manage to do it twice or 3 times at night, then according to my experience, you're guaranteed to wake up in the morning without the sore throat, or very little of it left. Sore throat is being created not necessarily only by bacteria. Many times could be fungus, could be a virus, but even if it starts as a virus infection or a fungus, most likely that some kind of bacteria is going to ride on it and develop on top of it. So salt will not help you with the virus necessarily, but if it is, which most common colds start with virus, but because the next stage is the bacteria start to evolve there, and the bacteria is the one that causes the more severe symptoms. Therefore, it's so effective.